Fishbone on a boat. Yeah, so there's a promotional company, I forget the name. They Rocks Off, something like that. They do boat shows. They do bands on boats, and you can go around the island of Manhattan on a boat and see a band live. And previously I'd seen the Bad Brains in 2007. In fact, some of that footage made it to the documentary, that Band in DC documentary. You could see me for a brief second getting on the boat to watch the Bad Brains go around, play around the island of New York, Manhattan, whatever. This was another one of those shows. It was Fishbone. And what was cool about that show was that minus Kendall Jones, the original guitar player, it was the entire original lineup of the band. Or maybe Chris Dowd hadn't come back yet. Maybe he had. He came back shortly thereafter if he wasn't there for that show. He was soon to. In any case, they did their very best to restore the original lineup of Fishbone, because for quite a few years it was just Norwood and Angelo's, the only original members of the band that kept the band alive for a long time, and those lineups were great too. But you know, nothing compares to seeing the original lineup, which I had never seen up until that point. So Fish was there, and I think Chris Dowd was there, but maybe he wasn't. In any which case, the ceiling was about this tall, right? So there was not a lot of space for the sound to travel. And Fishbone, particularly Norwood, he cranks that bass so loud. So the decibel level was just, it was uncanny. It was insane. And I didn't have earplugs. In fact, that was one of the motivating factors for me bringing earplugs to shows, because it got so loud for me that I really thought I had blown out my ears. I thought I had suffered hearing damage, and I might have, but there were no lasting effects at that time. It's funny because just this year I think I really injured my ears. I have like a sandpaper noise in this ear sometimes. I can feel my heartbeat in my eardrum. So that probably is not a great sign. So I bought some really, really good earbuds for when I go to shows now. In any case, they were fantastic on the boat. You're sailing around the island of Manhattan. You see the Statue of Liberty. It's great. It really is a great experience if you have a chance to see a band on a boat. So go do that if the opportunity comes your way.